Hey, Jacob, what's 9 plus 10?
So 21.
That's right. It is episode 21. Episode 21 of the One Last Year podcast. And with us today is a special guest, Ethan Murphy. Now, hello, how are you?
I'm tired.
Okay. It is actually quite late right now.
I'm tired.
Ethan, I just got to be real right now. Ethan, can you tell me how long ago did I ask you if you could be a guest on this podcast?
I think when you first knew me and Brain were together and I existed, you tried to get me to be on your podcast.
Well, okay, yes, but I meant for today's episode. It was an hour ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the car like that.
So, just a little context. We were gonna have Armand Williams on as a guest. That was our plan for the whole day. Ian, can you just explain what happened? What went wrong?
Okay, so we were looking for a guest for this episode, and I said, "Oh, my boy Armand, he said he would be on the podcast." So I was kind of in charge of getting him to download Discord and getting him all set up. And I drive him home. I drive him home after practice, and we get to his house, and he's like, "Oh, Ian, I forgot to do my chores." And I'm like, "Okay, do those real quick. You have 2.5 hours. You'll be fine." And he's like, "Nah, I'm black. My mom's gonna beat my ass." And I was like, "What?"
God.
He was like, "Nah, she's gonna take my phone." And I was like, "Okay, I guess let me try to figure out some way to let me know if she takes your phone." And
how could she tell you if his phone is taken?
Was it 2 or 3 hours before we were supposed to film the podcast? Armand texts me and he's like, "Yeah, my mom's yelling at me right now. She's about to take my phone."
Uh-oh.
So-
Hey, we could have done it over smoke signals. I would have had no issue with
We could
that,
have done
dude.
a Morse code podcast. But no, then I got home
Dude,
and
that
was
goes so hard.
I was stressing and I was like, "Oh God, what do I do?" So I called Ethan and was like, "Hey, can you come on right now?" And
You could have tried to get his mom on.
Misty.
Oh
That'd
my
be it.
god, if we could get Misty on the
Dude,
podcast.
That's
What's
Oh my God,
who's
during-
your least favorite student that you've ever had to deal with?
You'd say
Actually,
Armand.
during the Armand episode, we could probably get her to come in for a couple minutes.
That'd be hilarious. But Ethan, you're here today on this episode. Man, I gotta be real with you. Normally going into these episodes, we kind of have a plan, but given such the such short notice, this might not be the smoothest episode ever, but we're gonna do our best. The first thing I really want to ask about is, Ethan, you are on the speech and debate team, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been on that for the past 2 years, right?
Yeah, I joined the beginning of my freshman year as a debater, and now I mainly do speech.
Okay. So, I really just want to know what all that's about, because I don't really know I don't think I know anyone else on the speech and debate team. And what do you do beyond just speaking and debating? What's the process?
So, it's not as fun as I thought it was gonna be, to be fully honest, because I have to get up at 5:15 in the morning to drive 3 hours away to debate and talk for 12 hours, and then to watch other people talk for 12 hours, and then to drive home for 3 hours. It's very rewarding. I feel like I've got a lot of skills out of it communication-wise. And mainly, we meet a lot of new people. There's people that I've met at tournaments, like at the Minnesota tournament from Taiwan, that fly in. Those people are really good. I like speech and debate because it's such a broad field of people.
So,
Wait, did you say people from Taiwan fly in?
wait, yeah. So, how
Is-
are there international tournaments?
Yeah, there's tournaments. So with the school, we don't get a lot of money, and speech and debate isn't really that popular. If you can tell, none of you really know anything about it. It's very scary because as a teenager, you hear speech and debate, and you're like, "Ooh, no, I don't want to do that unless I'm required to," and that's understandable. But so there's tournaments that the schools sign up to go to, and then there's tournaments that you can go to in your own free will. Nobody really chooses to do that because nobody's asking you to do it. So, but we pretty much do all these tournaments during the school year with our coach, and then we go to districts, and the kids that do well at districts get to go to nationals. And so when I was in 8th grade, the nationals was in Arizona, and this year it's in Des Moines. So, yeah.
So wait, how exactly do those like tournaments work? Like, are you given topics or?
So it depends on what you want to do because there's like a bunch of stuff. For me, I do informative speaking, so pretty much what it sounds like. It's just informative speaking. And then I also do spontaneous speaking, which is kind of like improv. It's where you are given 3 questions. So, all right, let me set it up for you. You're sitting in a room with a coach, and then they have this envelope, and then you pull out 3 little slips, and they're going to have questions on them. Like, I had a question that was like, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a wood could chuck wood? And you're expected in 3 minutes to create a 5-minute speech and talk about why or how you think or what. Yeah, it's very, it's very weird, and it's very like anxiety inducing, and I think that's why I like it. So, I mean, it's different for everybody. So, I can talk about what I've done, like debate wise and stuff, so I can't speak for everybody. But I know with me, I mainly like to do the one on one with like judges because I don't like other people watching me talk.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Because you recently had I remember seeing you post. You recently like went to a competition, right? And what'd you get? Was it 3rd place? Is that?
Got 3rd place, yeah. And I'm actually really happy about that because that was my first time ever doing spontaneous speaking. And actually, my coaches had really fumbled me in this one because they had told me it's 5 minutes of prep and a 3-minute speech. So I fully walk in like thinking, oh my god, I can like nail this. And then we're sitting here talking to this judge that is like 70 and has no clue what they're doing. Because let me mind you, we're fully prepped. We know what we're doing. The judges are parent judges.
Oh.
The judges are parent judges that have no clue what they're doing. So it's hard. Sometimes you're the one teaching the judge how to judge. So he's like, okay, so I'm told that it's like 3 minutes prep and a 5-minute speech. And I'm like, no, that's not. And they literally called my coach and talked to them. And he was like, well, spontaneous isn't a real event. So I didn't really think about it. Because spontaneous isn't a main event in speech and debate, it's a side event. It's like a palate cleanser. So he didn't think it was that big of a deal, but that was the only event I was registered in at the time because I was still writing my speech. And I still managed to get 3rd.
What was that?
That's also because one kid I watched, he talked about Skibbity Toilet because he had the question of like, is Booyah is Booyah like more meaningful than it, like, I can't even tell you the question, but it was pretty much just comparing old slang to new slang, and he was trying to talk about how old slang had meaning and purpose. Now we just talk about Skibbity Toilet and it doesn't matter. And I'm like, I don't think anything has ever had a purpose when it comes to that type of stuff. Like, he was rambling.
I think Skibbity Toilet has a lot of significance, especially like emotional significance, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't have
Mhm.
new slang any other way.
Like,
than
Skibbity Toilet saved my life.
That's fair.
It saved my marriage.
Jacob, you clearly seem to have something you want to say about Skibbity Toilet.
No, I was just gonna say, like, is this just like you're given a topic and you have to like English teacher all meaning out of it in 5 minutes? Because
Um,
I don't know how you find facts on this stuff.
so you don't really find facts. It's literally talking out of your ass, and that's why it's not considered a real event. It's a side event because. So the question I got, and one that I can think of from last tournament was, who's the best 90s cartoon character? I don't, off the top of my head, I can't think of what's from the 90s, so do a little Google search, and it's Miss Frizzle. Well, okay, top of my head, what's Miss Frizzle? She's kind of a gay icon to me because she reminds me of Chapel Roan. None of you probably know who Chapel
She's
Roan is.
jacked. Have you seen the clip of her benching like 450?
Oh yeah, I
I'm
was
not.
exactly what you're talking about. She's
No art
Miss
either.
Frizzle, dude?
Yes, she
Dang.
benches
I didn't know Miss
450.
Frizzle was built like that, bro.
No, her back isn't even arched at all.
I've I think I like. Don't they like animate her like some muscles too?
Yeah, probably. No, Miss
I
Frizzle
feel
is probably a good pick for that.
And I just talked about how she taught kids to be themselves because she was very weird. And, like, you just have to pull stuff out of your ass. Like, it's genuinely so stupid. Because one kid got a question of what's your favorite colored M&M? What evidence do you have
They
for
all
having
taste
a
the
favorite?
same.
No, they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do.
But
David,
They
don't
do,
start.
yes, they
David,
do.
do not
Okay.
start.
Okay.
David.
I just want to
Green
say,
and orange are trash.
I just want
They're
to
all
say,
chocolate.
no. Okay, they may all be chocolate, but the coating on them, the coating, like the different like food dyes, those taste different. You
The,
can
the,
Oh,
the
they
taste them.
coating
don't.
tastes like
You
jack
can-
shit and fuck
Are
all.
you
Like,
huffing M&M's,
I'm
can
bro?
taste
the
them.
food dye.
David, we're doing a blind taste test on M&Ms.
Dude, you scrape off like
Okay.
the
I
coating of
kinda-
the M&M, put it in your mouth. It just tastes like fingernails. Like it's nothing.
No, but they taste different.
Okay.
That's like
I'm on
saying
David's side.
Cheerios taste different. They kind of are not Cheerios,
Fruit
Fruit Loops. They all kind of taste the same.
They are all the same.
My take
Wow.
Exactly.
my take is the orange tastes the worst, but I feel like the blue flavoring goes the worst with the chocolate.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I think.
like
Do you
the
see that?
blue food
Yeah.
dye. Yeah,
They don't
I
taste
don't.
like it.
Ethan, is this the type
Yeah.
of stuff that you see at the speeches, like them just talking out of their ass? Because that's kind of what
Um.
I'm here.
Okay. Never mind. Let me. So it's not to this extent. It's not like a podcast. It's like you have to have an intro, body, conclusion. So it's like you have to have a hook of why. So my hook to why, like to talking to Miss Frizzle, was like back in my hometown on rainy days, we wouldn't like watch cool stuff like Bill Nye because a lot of kids think Bill Nye is cool because he's in a lot of memes and stuff. That's the example I used. A lot of kids don't exactly like the Magic School Bus. It gets repetitive, but I really liked it, and here's why. Here's this reason, go into my body paragraphs.
hmm
Then choose hot, and then choose educational. And then, yeah, that's it.
I'm sorry, I don't remember much about Magic School Bus. I just remember an episode where Arnold, like they're in space, and Arnold takes his helmet off and just dies. Was that a thing? Am I
Dude,
remembering
that's
that wrong?
traumatized.
Sounds like something that could
Like
happen.
I just remember a clip of him taking off his helmet and then just freezing to death. Am I wrong? Did they do that in Magic School Bus?
No,
Is
that's a real thing.
that
I
part of
think
the
they take
lore?
him to Jupiter and then it warms him up or
Frizz.
something.
No
I
way.
remember the one where they go through the human body and everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like
I
at the end
remember
of
that.
every episode, they do like a phone call. I tried to talk about that, but I couldn't remember what the fucking phone calls were about, and I was just like, phone calls.
Who were they? No, it was like phone calls to like. It would be like the episode about the human body. They'd call like a real person, right? Like a real person that's actually like a professional in that sort of
No, what
field,
they did,
right?
they
Is that not what they
called
did?
people who they called people who worked on the show,
Is
and
that
then they just like animated themselves in the show. They're like, this is how, I don't know. They just like elaborated on whatever the lesson was.
I don't believe any of you.
Jamie? Pull this up. Who's our David's like our Jamie, kind of. Ever
What
since
am I looking up?
ever since the tier, look up Magic School Bus phone call. Man, dude,
Have you seen the
Wait,
remake?
that's not how I spell magic.
isn't it true that Bill Nye
Or
like?
like the Netflix reboot?
Oh yeah, isn't it bad?
What was
I mean, most
phone?
It's
reboots usually are.
the first season was really bad, but I heard the other ones aren't that
Oh,
bad.
you all
They're not
were
good, though.
wrong. They take phone calls from kids around the world.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, but then they call people who worked on the show.
Yeah, I think like people that
Wait.
worked on the show talk to the kids like the characters.
Well, I don't know.
Wait, it
I'm not a
only
super fan.
ran
What are you looking
from
up?
1994 to 1997.
Really?
I mean, do you ever remember watching
There's like
Magic
4
School
seasons.
Bus and thinking to yourself, "Yeah, this looks like it was made recently"?
Well, yeah, but
Dude,
you would have thought that it would
New
have.
Miss Frizzle draw, bro.
There was only what's 26 was 26.
52.
54 episodes.
Dude, you
52
are
52
stupid.
episodes.
I haven't even
52
seen
episodes.
54 episodes, so that changes literally nothing.
Bro,
I've
wait,
seen
what
13.
26 plus 26? 54? Bro, Mr. Buck
Okay,
will right out of calculus for that.
No, Mr. Buck would look at the wall in disappointment and call it a day.
Dude, I just gotta say something about like something that happened recently. I'm about to get my first C ever. I've never gotten a C before. It's gonna be in calculus. and I'm
so boo. So
yeah,
sad.
I know.
Yeah, I
My
feel
life's
so bad
over,
for
guys.
you.
I'm never gonna get a
Oh.
successful career. Never. No, but I was so angry because like for this past unit in calculus, it was I like moved up to the front row. I was actually paying attention. I was actually taking notes. I like studied for the test, and it was the worst score I had ever gotten on a test in that class. Like the only like I felt good. I was taking a test. I was like, okay, I know this stuff, and I got a 67%. And then Connor Brooks's smug looking self got like a 102% and was like, God, that guy's too smart, and I hate it.
That just proves that you just shouldn't take notes in class.
Yeah. Lesson of the day: don't pay attention in school. I'm kidding.
Yeah, if you just mess around, you'll learn more information.
But like, I'm gonna get a C, and it's very sad because I tried my best. So yeah. Anyways, moral of the story, dude,
Don't do
why did
drugs.
Mr. Never mind. My brain's going all over the place. Let's go back to talking about Miss Frizzle. No, we shouldn't. We really shouldn't, dude. This is why we need a plan.
Wasn't that academic letter? Hold on, wasn't that academic letter ceremony thing tonight?
Yeah.
Did you guys go to that? Because I wasn't.
No.
I
Yeah,
was not invited.
dude, I heard. So I never got an email. I know Corbin de Decker never got an email. So it's not
I
just
did.
me. So it's like they didn't advertise it well. So I didn't know it was tonight, and neither did my family.
I don't think anyone knew it was tonight. I
It
had no
wasn't
idea.
even in the
Ian,
announcements. It was in the WAG. Who reads the WAG?
They sent me an email that was like, "Hey, are you gonna be at the academic letter ceremony on Wednesday?" And I said yes, but today I was like, nah, I'm good. And instead, I went soliciting for 4 hours with David and Ian. The three of us
Yeah,
today were David still got his shirt on. David and Ian and I were soliciting outside of Fairway, racking up a bunch of donations.
Yo, we got
David,
racks on racks.
did you count the
really
money?
count
I don't know if that's like how much.
Oh
how much should we
no,
make?
no, it's still in my car.
I think it had to have been at least like $100. I think.
At least, and then with all the food, we made a
We got
good
a lot of
amount
food. Okay, so you got to explain to me
Yeah.
what happened here, because when we were soliciting today, I walked in to go to the bathroom, and this happened when I was in there. Some lady gave the two of you an entire like jumbo, collection
Yeah.
bag of chips, which you
So
obviously cannot donate to the hunger drive. But
Yeah.
did neither of you have the courage to say to her, "You
Well,
cannot donate
okay.
this"?
Well, first of all, we sent the Go-Gurts away. Okay, she gave us Go-Gurts, and we said we can't take Go-Gurts. So she kept the Go-Gurts. She's like, "Oh, I'll give these to someone else." Well, I hope it's not to a food bank because you can't give it to a food bank. But I honestly didn't know about chips or about the Twizzlers,
You
so
can't take
so we
chips.
just
Same
said
thing.
thanks and gave it on. I also knew that my mom really likes Twizzlers, so I was gonna give them to her if we couldn't donate them. So
Like
I didn't know chips were considered perishable. They're like sealed in a bag.
I mean, yeah, but they still go stale after a bit.
I guess. I mean, like
like
that's
I
like
probably
the
Friendships get
I thought you had to
soggy.
like open the chips to get them stale.
yeah
No.
the Twizzlers expire in May. It's like
I mean,
Are
still.
those like what's with the Hunger Drive T-shirts? Because are they
you don't like them?
standardized throughout? Like, no, I was gonna say I was at Pizza Ranch 4 hours ago, and there were students wearing those exact shirts, but they were from North High School, and they
No,
were just
from North,
they were from North.
dude.
It was either
North
North or North Scott, but North Scott
That's a
isn't even
long-
close to.
That's a long
North
way.
is a non-competitor in the Hunger Drive. It is us
Yeah, they
and
weren't
it's
collecting donations. They were just literally doing manual labor at Pizza Ranch. I don't know what the goal was.
yeah, we
I think their tips might have gone to it.
it's like PV and Beddendorf. It's more like PV and Beddendorf, and then like on the floor is West, and they're in third, and then like the dirt below West is everyone else.
Hey guys,
Oh, God.
Well, maybe they do it out of a kind heart instead of for competition, dude. You ever think about
Yeah,
that?
well, at least we collect more than them.
Thank God.
oh,
Okay.
drama alert. Guys, I didn't start my stopwatch until just now. How long have we been going? What, like 15 minutes?
Yeah,
Like
I started a
40,
stopwatch.
I don't
45
think I'm that
minutes.
worried
We
about it.
are
20 minutes? Holy moly. We've been
Dude.
going by quick.
30 minutes.
Shut up, David. We already
Okay.
talked about how much I hate that audio.
I'm not starting on that.
What?
Um,
Oh, David.
Yo.
David was complaining about how freaky I was at soliciting.
Dude,
okay,
he was
you want-
he was so freaky. It was nasty.
is that something you want to talk about, or
I mean, why not?
listen,
Dude,
man?
every-
I'm not gonna stop you from talking about your personal
every
life.
time,
Make his face the thumbnail, dude.
dude, every time like someone even close to Ian's age would walk by us, you know, he'd be like, "Hey, you want to donate to the hunger drive?" And they'd be like, "Oh, we'll get canceled on the way out." And then they'd pass and he'd turn back to me and he'd be like, "W Riz." And I'm like, "Dog, you gotta stop."
I'm not like, dude. There was a point where like an 80-year-old woman walked past us, and you were like, "W Riz."
Yeah, exactly. And it didn't help that Sawyer was like dancing around the parking lot.
I was having like an outbreak and like the heebie-jeebies.
I was
Dude,
like,
I was-
no one's gonna donate to 3 teenage boys. One of them sticking his tongue out at people's butts, and the other one's hitting the gritty around the parking lot.
Dude, I was
I'm
okay.
like,
So you two
oh
were there
my
from 6 to
God.
8. I was there from 4 to 8. I was there for 4 hours just sitting outside of Fairway. I was like losing my mind.
Dude, I was just so bored. I had nothing else to do.
And Ian, we got to solicit again tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
So, Ethan, in this very short little bit of information you sent me, that's pretty much all we've got for a plan. You mentioned that you did stand-up comedy at one point.
It was like a one time, or yeah, it was a one time thing. It was gonna be 2 times, but then this person died, and then they didn't get held accountable, like the theater, but the people that owned it were really disrespectful about it, because the people that owned it, like the dude that died was a huge like supporter and put all this money into it, and then he died, and then the theater was like, you can't post this about him, we're gonna do this, we're gonna plan his funeral, we're gonna do this, and then everyone got the theater like changed on. Yeah, wasn't good, so I stopped going there. But it was a one-time thing, and it was really cool. My whole setup was just about how I'm weird because I'm the goth in Iowa, and how it's very weird to see kids like that here. And I didn't realize that it
We've
was
only
just going to
got
be a room
rednecks
full.
like Ian Chandler over here.
Amen, brother.
Sir, yes, sir.
Why am I so low to the ground?
All right.
Me and Jacob Summers here.
It was literally just a room full of drunk adults, and so they laughed, and it felt good, but I know why they laughed, so that doesn't feel like that.
They're like, who's this weird person on stage?
They literally called me Elvira, and like everyone that walked up before me used me as a comedy act.
Dang.
Interesting.
Dang.
It's
mean,
not something I take offense to. It's not a bad thing, I feel like.
I mean, were your jokes still fire? Would you say?
What did you say?
Would you say that your jokes were still fire though?
I think they were better than some people's, because the guy after me was so drunk he wouldn't get off stage, and the guy kept like giving him time signals, and he was just standing there, and he was dressed up like a prisoner or something. I don't know. He was dressed up like a farmer from the Great Depression, and his entire setup was just talking and joking about the Great Depression, how poor and depressed and sad he is. And then he just sat on the stage and started asking people what he should talk about because he ran out of stuff, and then they had to drag him off the stage, and that's when I left.
Wait. I got one more joke. Just give me a second. I need to come up with it real quick. Hold on.
Exactly. That's what he was doing, and he was getting so angry, and everyone's like, you know, your time's up. Everyone in the audience was yelling at him, and he was just continuing to talk to us like we weren't talking to him.
Oh. Okay. I mean, that's really interesting. I don't know if I would have the courage to do something like that. I feel like my humor is more like situational based. I cannot start a joke.
It's always 100% situational. Like, if you tell him to be funny, he can't do it. He has
I
to build it
can't.
off something else.
Like I'll just be like, hey David, skibbity toilet, and then everyone laughs, right? So
That's what all the drunk dudes are into.
Sawyer,
what?
Is there
can
like
I ask you a
multiple?
question?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead.
Because I don't pay a lot of attention overall. My mind's like all over the place usually, but I've seen you in that sweater like 4 times this week.
You're tripping.
Wait, what's today?
Today's a
I've seen
win.
you in it 3 times this week.
3 times this week.
Sawyer, do you not change?
No, this is my first time wearing
Oh.
I
this.
feel like that checks out.
Yesterday, okay, so
Yeah.
I'm wearing my goose hoodie right now. Yesterday, I wore a black hoodie. I think it was no. Yesterday, I wore my homecoming shirt, and then the day before that, I wore a black North Face hoodie.
Oh, it's because it's all the same color, so it looks
One-
the exact
Yeah.
same.
One of my 3 black North Face hoodies.
Do you just like change between 3 like outfits?
Hey, it's like 4 or 5.
All you need is 5 to get you through the week.
No, I've already been
Yep.
asked that. Like, there's this guy in my in our AP Econ class who, like, at one point was like, "Sawyer, do you just like only own black?" I'm like, "No, I own one white shirt." Okay,
It's a student council shirt.
I appreciated
What?
that
White
nice bright yellow hoodie you wore last week.
did wore
That was striking, dude.
I wore a yellow hoodie last week's episode out of nowhere. I don't know what compelled me to do that. Maybe I should wear that again.
Weird.
Bring more
It was a
life
moment.
into my
Into your wardrobe.
yeah. So people don't think I'm emo. Because some people say, what's the word for a blonde emo? Isn't there a word for that? I think I've been called that before. I don't remember what it is though.
A blemo.
Sure, why not?
I know who you look like, Sawyer. Just give me a
Okay,
minute.
I'm about to get made fun of.
No, it's not bad.
That'd be the most.
Dude,
Dude,
one person
I
at one point said I look like Minion from Megamind. Like the fish in the bowl. wait.
Dude.
I actually have the image.
Sawyer, no.
Wait.
Dude, we were canvassing
Dude,
last
that's
weekend, going door to door, and I opened the door, and some like old man, he like squints at me, and he's like, "You look familiar," and I'm like, I have like no clue who this man. Yeah, it looks
Who
pretty
is
similar.
that?
That's you.
No.
Is that not just Sawyer Fields?
No, that's me.
Who actually is it?
That's like Sawyer Fields in 5 years.
No. Who is that guy? Is that one of the 2 from like Sam and Colby or am I no? Which one is it? I don't know the difference.
Sam.
Okay. Okay, can I just say the Sam and Colby movie? I hate cleaning it up at Cinemark. It's like the worst movie right now because it's always just kids.
Tell the story.
Dude, you look like Irish Justin Bieber.
Okay, thank you, Jacob.
Oh, wait, I have a topic to talk about. Did you guys hear what happened to that One Direction dude that fell off the 3-story like balcony
Didn't
and
that
died?
happen? Yeah, that happened today, right?
Yeah, like a few hours ago. He was only like 31, but what I don't understand is how do you fall off a 3-feet balcony and die?
3 feet?
Like,
No, it was 3
Saw this
stories.
video.
wait, 3-story.
Oh,
3 feet.
Shut
It
up,
probably
I'm
depends
so
which way you
tired.
land.
that's a good question.
It just, I don't know. Because they don't think he committed suicide, so it's like, I don't know, how do you just fall off a hotel balcony? They're like pretty
I don't know.
height-proof for the most part.
I don't know. That's like a
One
current
Direction still make music?
thing.
No, they broke up a
Did they
while
break up?
ago.
Yeah,
Oh.
they went the other direction.
Isn't there
They
one
went
like
in a
solo guy
different
that jumped?
direction.
Yeah.
But basically, Ian thought it was
That's a good
funny.
one. That's a good
But
one.
no, at the theater at Cinemark, it's always like when we're going to our next theater to clean, I'm like, what movie was this? And they're like, Sam and Colby. Damn it! This is gonna be a rough one. And it's always a lot of girls. Are Sam and Colby like hip with the ladies? Cause what is that? How'd you do that?
I guess you're not hip with the ladies.
That's like a new thing on Snapchat.
How did you just
Wait.
think?
Wait, how do you do that?
Wait, can I do that? Ethan, you just like held a thumbs down and like it appeared on your screen. Oh my!
That was practical effects. Those were real bubbles.
I want to do that. Oh, that was
Or wait, pull up your phone on Snapchat right now and do that. If you do a thumbs up on Snapchat, it'll pull up 3 little bubbles with a thumbs up in it.
like. Do I have to take a picture?
Just don't take the picture, just hold it.
Okay, hold on, everyone. Intermission. I'm testing this. Hold on.
It doesn't work.
It's not working.
It's not working.
Do I not
It
have?
works for me.
Do I not have the update? Do I need to update Snapchat?
Store him.
My,
Wait,
my phone's just cooked.
All right, whatever. What was I?
What's
No,
Sam and Colby?
as soon
What
as I
is
take a
Sam and
picture, the
Colby?
bubbles disappear.
Sam and Colby are like YouTubers. They do like fake paranormal videos, right?
They do paranormal videos, but they first got popular because him and like those two and then a bunch of their friends like were in this house together. It was like the hype house, but not as corny. Well, it was kind of corny, but not as corny. And then they would all like explore abandoned places all over the world together. And then they split up. And then those two just kind of always stayed friends because they were always friends. And then now they kind of do corny shit, so I don't watch them. A
And
lot
then-
of girls think they're really attractive, and I just don't get it.
They made a
Oh.
movie.
Sorry.
Yeah, Ian.
They think they're very attractive, and you look like one of them.
No, I don't.
Yes, you're identical. Hold up. I think Sam and Colby were on the most recent Mr. Beast video.
Do not go into the new Mr. Beast video.
You stay up to date?
I watched the last one and it pissed me off.
Yeah,
beyond
because
Got
of all the
notifications
Lunchly
on.
ads they had in it.
Oh, I actually did. I watched the
Dude,
first 15
I'll-
seconds just to
I'll-
see how dystopian it has
I want to
become.
try Lunchly so bad.
Jacob,
I
do
I
you
just
like?
want to try
Do
it.
you guys like your cheese drippy,
No.
bruh?
I do like
Dude,
Munchies drippy.
Sawyer, can you do the Mr. Beast smile?
What do you mean the
I want to see
Mr.
you
Beast
try.
style? Like this? Like, what do you want me to do?
No, just you have too much soul in your eyes right now.
I think I don't
Dude.
have very much in my eyes. I look sleep deprived.
I gotta find it.
Yeah, you have to have like no soul in your eyes, but you have to be smiling.
Have I finished
It's a
my
Mr. Beast smile.
No, I was just saying that at one point outside of the Sam and Colby movie, like I swear out walks like from it when the movie ended, like 30, like it was nothing but like 30 something girls, all like our age that walked out. I'm like, I don't. Where's all the hype about Sam?
Only
and Colby?
Ian was there.
And then Ian was with them actually. Ian actually walked out with all of them, and
Mhm. Yep.
yeah, I don't
So-
even know what the movie's about. I'm gonna be honest. Is it Ghosts?
Fuck if I know. I don't watch that type
Isn't
of
it?
stuff.
Isn't the whole movie's name like the Sam and Colby Adventure or something like that?
I think so. I always thought it was stupid because they cry about how traumatic it was and then continue to do it. And stuff like that is just like.
Jacob, what's the Mr.
Yeah.
Beast smile?
It's a TV series. Sam and Colby has a
Just-
TV series.
Just smile with your mouth and like I'll find a picture.
Like this? Hold on. Let me try it again. Ian, are you okay?
No, you're too happy.
Sam
You're
and
too
Colby went
happy.
to jail.
Sam, okay.
They got arrested for
In
using
the
fake
movie,
IDs.
or
No, in real life. They got arrested for using fake IDs.
Uh-huh. Okay, this is the research episode is what we're doing now.
dude, look at this,
Oh.
bro. He has no thoughts behind his eyes.
Oh, I can do that.
That's scary.
He looks like my general manager I used to
You're very
fucking-
close, Sawyer.
What?
He looks like my old general manager, and I don't like my old general manager because he was bald. And the reason he said he was bald is because he had eczema on his head, and he got tired of itching his head, so he just shaved it. And I
Okay.
think that's pathetic.
Well, there's
I just-
nothing wrong with being
What?
bald.
If you have cancer, no.
Have you ever
And
tried
if you have
those
alopecia,
Oh.
no. But I feel like if you're just bald to be bald, especially if you're above the age of 40, it's weird.
Like, was he
Well,
bald on purpose?
of?
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I don't
Oh,
understand people who are bald on purpose. I think it's
I mean,
really
I'm gonna be
ugly.
bald,
Well,
probably not on purpose. Receding hairline.
if you're
at 17
losing a lot of hair, I think it's perfectly fine to just get it all off, as long as you can grow a nice beard. If you're just like if you got no hair on your entire head, then you just kind of look like a cue ball.
No, it's even worse when you have no hair up here and you have hair here.
What? What are you saying?
That's way better.
No, that is
No.
not way better. I'd rather shave it all off. If
Okay,
I have
wait,
a
so-
Having a
bald spot
beard.
on top-
No, Ian. What we're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
is like,
I'd rather be like an egg. And just
No,
like
no, no.
this
She's
beard.
talking about having a beard and no hair.
Yeah.
Ian, you're
You
saying
have
it's
to have a
better to
beard
be
for
like
bald.
all bald, like
Yeah.
bald and no facial hair, than bald with facial hair.
I would honestly rather be bald with the facial hair.
With
It
Yeah, I
depends
agree.
on the man. It depends on the man.
True.
You have
I
to have a
mean,
nice like shaped head.
in some cases, having facial hair
Would
can
you
make you look skinnier. It
would
can.
you rather have
You
no
agree.
hair on your head or on your face or
Jacob, is
just
this
no
the
eyebrows,
just the would
but
you
you have
rather
hair
Wait.
everywhere
episode?
else?
Is this the
What's
would
that
you
No
rather
hair on your
question?
face, or just. Are you saying like, would you rather just be
What do
bald
you
or
want me to say?
not have eyebrows? I would rather not have eyebrows because you can't see mine
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you?
Not really,
No.
actually. I'd rather
I
have
wouldn't.
no.
I would notice if you didn't have them though.
I mean,
I was
right
like,
there,
what?
you can kind of.
I'd rather have no hair.
Are eyelashes even hair?
Yeah.
Do people with alopecia have no eyelashes?
I think
'Cause I
so.
feel
Actually.
like I don't know. That's
Google
a
it.
weird thought.
Yeah,
Google it.
because when people with cancer get chemotherapy, they lose their eyelashes too. It's like the same hair
That's
follicles
got to
as
be really lucky. It's like
Lucky.
lucky when you lose an eyelash, isn't it?
What?
Oh yeah, you can make
Look
a
it up.
wish.
I
You
guarantee
know how the
this.
wishes they get.
Okay,
Make a wish.
Jacob.
Is that what the
That's
make a
not
wish?
Maybe that's
good.
why so many of them get cured. That's what they wish for.
Okay, dude, relax.
There might be like a theorem behind that.
Wait, I didn't see what he. What did he say?
Yes, even.
If all of you had the opportunity to get a Make-A-Wish, what would your Make-A-Wish be?
Um,
I was actually thinking about this earlier, but I forgot.
I was thinking like
Brayden
an
said
actual wish, like it has to be something that's like physically possible. I was about to say something like, I'd be like a wizard.
Elves.
Oh,
I
dude,
don't want to
I
teleport.
thought I thought I was thinking of something funny earlier, but I was just thinking genuinely. I was like, if I was terminally ill and I had Make-A-Wish, I would just be like, "What's the most you've ever spent on Make-A-Wish? Give my family that amount of money."
Mm,
Which isn't even funny. That's just noble, bro.
Those are
I'm just
no.
too good of a person. I'm sorry.
I
I
don't
would
know.
like to meet Mr. Beast.
Uh.
You want to
No.
be in a Mr. Beast video?
Yeah,
I would. I used to want that, but not anymore. Dude fell off.
they're like so fake. There's so much CGI.
They used
I
to
would
be.
want to have a nice steak dinner with whatever president is the president at the time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what party. Just give me a nice steak dinner
I'd
inside
like-
the White House.
I'd like dinner with Jay-Z, please.
I want dinner with like all the presidents that are still alive, even like the ones that are like really decrepit.
No, I just want one, and I
Like
want
Carter?
to
I think that would
just
be heated.
just one on
That'd be
one.
awesome.
Just me right here, and the president right here, and a big
nice-
juicy
like,
steak in the middle.
A really long
like-
table.
It's like yeah, really long table, or maybe do like a hot ones with the president. You know what I mean?
Be on an episode of Hot Ones. I actually want to do that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's fun.
We could do hot
It's
ones. We
yummy.
could just eat spicy wings and interview each other.
Yeah, we could get like
Was that hot?
beat
Now you don't
ups.
want to do it, do you? Now you don't want to.
Yeah, because that's like lamer. Because we're lame.
I'm not lame. I'm cool.
Mm.
What question would you ask me, Jacob? Ask me a question about life.
Is this wing hot? That's what I would ask.
Yeah. So is it kicking in yet, or
Yeah.
if you guys had like an actual genie in a bottle and could make a wish, what would you wish for?
Before we get on that, I
Mm.
just realized
Yeah.
by the end of this month, I won't be able to make a wish. If I get like terminally ill, I'll be an adult, and nobody cares about what adults want.
Oh,
True. It's true.
I won't be able to make a wish.
Maybe your goal should just not be to not get terminally ill.
But, like if I was to do it
You
now,
wish to be young again. Dude, with
Okay.
my genie in a bottle, I wish to permanently be able to be eligible for Make a Wish.
Yeah.
just in case I get really ill.
I was thinking about this of like if I had like a genie, right, and I could genuinely wish for anything. I think one of the wishes I would literally make, like for real, would be to be able to like save all my dreams as like videos and be able to like rewatch my dreams.
You'll upload them.
Yeah. Like
Mm.
that power
Not too
would be.
abstract.
That's like
I think-
that'd be so cool,
Dude, I
If it-
was looking to buy a monkey's paw online a few weeks ago, and it's actually insanely hard to find. I was just trying to get my wishes in.
yeah, if I could have three wishes,
I have to order it. You have to actually like order it from Uganda, and I'm pretty sure it's like a real gypsy will sell it to you. So I'm actually a little scared it's gonna be a real monkey's paw.
Uganda.
But I want to just have it on my
Uganda.
keychain because I think that'd be really cool. What?
If I could have
You
3
said
wishes,
Uganda.
Dude,
first
I heard of
wish
this.
is a steak. A second wish is a knife to cut it, and the third wish
President of the United States.
is the president of the United States.
Dude,
I heard about.
yeah.
I heard about this game, Monkey Paw. Like, it's a game you would play. So one person would create a wish and try to like make it the most sound and like nothing could go wrong wish, and then the other person has to figure out a way to like fuck them over with it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
12 gauge,
We should do
right
that.
to the heart.
You actually die before it happens. That's the way you win. Yeah, right as you're about to get the wish, you just fall and die.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that's literally how the story went. It's like the first two, there's like an actual caveat, and the third one is just like he's dead, bro.
No, you actually just don't.
What an idiot.
It actually just doesn't work.
That'd
No,
be
but
funny.
I really want to rewatch the dream where like Ian like saved everyone from a burning building because I had that once. Like there was a dream I had where it was the day after I watched a video that was talking about like invisible fire and how that's like a real thing that can happen. And I had a dream where we were in the commons and Ian randomly just gets up out of his table and goes, "Guys, there's an invisible fire." And pulls the fire alarm. Everyone goes running out of the building. We go out to the parking lot, and cars in the parking lot are just melting, just spontaneously melting. And then I'm like, "Oh shoot, I gotta get out of here!" And I drove home all the way in a half melted car. Like the passenger side of my car is just gone, and I drove home.
It'd be
Oh my God.
mad devious, just setting a forest fire with an invisible fire,
Like,
and you just gaslight people into thinking there's no fire.
like we were sitting at lunch, and Ian
It's
just
like, what are you
starts,
talking about?
he starts sniffing. He's like, "Guys, an invisible fire! I smell it."
Did
Do
you
you
imagine
think
if I
they sell
actually did
invisible
that?
fire lighters?
No.
Dude, that'd be sick.
It's like a certain chemical you need. Like it can happen in race cars. That's where like it usually happens.
Chemical is,
That's
yeah.
why it would work with a lighter.
Could you imagine if I actually did that like tomorrow? I just stand up on the table. Everyone, you have to believe me. There's an invisible fire right over there. We gotta go.
You'd probably get arrested,
I don't know about that. I get in
No.
trouble.
dude.
Book of the trick, old invisible fire.
That is the oldest trick in the book. Ethan,
All this in the book.
I have another question for you on this little list. You said that you moved here from Vegas.
Oh,
How long ago
yeah.
was that?
Okay.
How long ago?
It's not.
I mean, were you like young? Was that just where you were born, or what?
Okay, sorry, I'm being anxious. So yeah, I grew up there. I was born there, and then we moved here when I was like 12.
Mhm.
I don't know. I liked it back there because there was stuff to do. Well, there's stuff to do. Like,
Gamble.
They're just
City of
feels-
Sin.
there just feels like there's nothing to do out here.
Corn.
And it's kind of crappy.
Mm.
I don't think Malibu Jacks is that fun. I've never been and I don't want to go. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand why we can't have cool stuff in the Quad Cities because everyone wonders why everyone's like a drug addict or like a bad person. It's like, what do we have to do but do stuff?
Just yeah.
It's because they shut down Michael's Fun World. Now we're all
Yeah.
bored.
Ever since they shut that place
peak.
down, society's been
There's actually a
collapsing.
direct correlation between Michael's Fun World shutting down and drug use going up. You know,
Didn't they
Yeah.
say like that? Is that place still open? It's just like not Michael's Fun World
it's
anymore,
just
or what?
sitting there. I think is it not? Is it
It's
just like
just
an
a
Oh.
empty warehouse?
Bought by someone.
I was gonna
It's,
say,
I mean,
thought
it's
it
not
was
just a
bought by
crater in
someone.
the earth. They didn't get rid of it that much, but
I bet you somebody bought it and like turned it into a warehouse.
It just blew it up.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I only ever went there
Would
one
you guys
time.
go
but
to like the
Alright, that seems
destruction of
fun.
Michael's Fun World?
I would.
the destruct,
you-
dude, I would
Live
cry like
podcast
I did when
episode.
they destroyed the bridge.
I was gonna say, did you remember this?
Cried.
I was it was really sad, bro.
Bro,
It was a nice bridge. I like the green.
I did like the green. It was very. It had character.
Yeah, but the new one lights
But the
up.
new, I was
Yeah.
gonna say the new one lights up in cool, pretty colors.
That's pretty.
You know what I hate about the new one?
What's
What?
What
that?
I hate about the new one is that if you ever go on Snap Maps and click on the Bettendorf Snapchat stories, it's literally just people going over the bridge and be like,
It's
"Look at the pretty
nothing but-
colors." It's always the same video, or it's Hooters. But
Okay, that's in
I'm going out to
Davenport.
search that map right now. I'm gonna see
those are
this.
the only two things I've ever seen on the Bettendorf store.
Oh my god,
What, Ian Chandler?
he's
Oh,
right.
wait, there's literally one
told
right
you, I
there.
told
He
you.
just opened it.
He's right.
Oh man, dude, man.
Somebody wait
Oh, I lost
on
it.
another. Also on the Bender story, somebody posted just them in bed, captioned a good night.
Okay.
That's about to be me in like 30 minutes.
Look, there's another one.
Why, dude? Why? I mean, respectfully, it's like, yo, look at me. I'm crossing the bridge.
He did the
Look at
whole.
me. I'm on my phone and ooh. Wait, is that in Bettendorf?
What is that?
Dang.
A lady dressed up as a sexy nun with a cross whip for Spirit Halloween.
Interesting.
Fatty.
Wow.
Ian, see, that's what I'm saying. Ian's a freak. Bro. Okay. Ian, I gotta ask you something. You said to me the other day that you finally got into a game, a football game. You finally got on the field.
I did. I may have overglazed it a bit.
Oh,
I did get in the game, okay? But here's the whole story. Okay? It's the start of the
I'm
fourth
listening.
quarter. It's the start of the fourth quarter and we just scored, so we're kicking off.
Right.
And the coach says he's looking for people to join the kickoff team just because the other guys were doing it too much. So Armand looks at me, he's like, Ian, go over there. They're looking for people to get in for kickoff. I was like, wait, okay. And I move over and I was like, wait, no. I don't know what the hell to do on kickoff. So I come back, I'm like, Armand, I don't know what to do. And he's like, just go over there, he'll tell you. And I was like, okay, fine. I walk over to Coach Cam and he puts me in. And I messed up at first. I was on the wrong side of like the 5. He like motioned for me to scoot over. So then I scooted over and then was literally just told to just run down the field and just try to not get blocked. And it was a touchback.
Have you not been reading the loading screen tips this entire season? You gotta pay attention. You gotta study up.
And then they kicked in the back of the end zone like they always do, so it was just a touchback. So all I did was just run down the field for a play. But then I ran back towards the sideline and I like dapped Armand up and was jumping up and down super hype. And then, okay, is where the story gets interesting.
okay.
Right after that, Coach Cam, who he's also like the tight end coach, he comes up to me and he's like, okay, so on this next drive, we're gonna go back and forth between you and David. We're gonna swap out like every couple
Not
plays. I was like, oh
David
my God.
Ball.
Yes, David Curry.
David
Yeah, because I'm
Godwin.
the starting QB. I don't play tight end.
Ah, yeah, of course. So I was like, oh my God, I'm actually gonna get in the game. So I was like on the sideline, hella hype. And we get the ball back, and David goes out there first, and I'm standing right behind Coach Cam. I'm like waiting for him to put me in. And like, 3 minutes pass. I'm like, okay. It's been a couple plays. When's he gonna put me in? Another 3 minutes pass. There's only like 3 minutes left in the game at this point. I'm like, man, still standing right behind Coach Cam. Like, when are you gonna put me in? And then it nears like the last minute of the game, and we just kneel twice, and that's the end of the game. I'm like, fuck, he never put me in. I was at the time I wasn't pissed because I was just happy I got him for kickoff. I'm happy I saw the field. And then after the game, Coach Cam comes up to me. He's like, Ian, I forgot about you. Where were you? And I was like, I was right behind you the whole time. And he's like, oh, you gotta like let me know you're there.
Gotta like
And I was like,
scream.
I didn't want to be that one kid begging to get in, so I just stood next to him,
Dude,
hoping he'd acknowledge me.
I remember the last basketball game I ever played. It was like kind of what I used to play basketball, but it was like in elementary school and like middle school, and I was not on like the actual middle school team. I was in BYBA, which stands for Bendorf Youth Basketball Association.
Oh, me
So
too.
it's all parent volunteers. Everything's like parent volunteers. It's all like free, it's whatever. It's just like it's supposed to be fun, right? And it was like our last game of like there was like an end of season like tournament, and it was like our last game, and it was like if we win this game, then we go to the finals, and if we lose, then we're done. It's whatever. And we were down, I think, by like 20, and there was like 2 minutes left in the game, and the coach at the start he basically was like, I hadn't been in yet this whole game, and there was like 2 minutes left on the clock, and we were like, again, like to the point where there's like no way we win this, right? And he like put me in for like a good 10 seconds, and then was like, all right, Sawyer, get out. No, we can still do this. I was like, no, the hell we cannot. And yeah, we lost. And I was like, well, that was stupid. I'm not playing anymore. And then I think I've already mentioned why I stopped playing baseball is because there was a season where I got hit by a pitch every single game.
I forgot about that.
Sometimes
story.
twice.
That's like an advent calendar, dude.
Dude, I'd come home from
Ian-
every baseball game with a bruise. I was like, all right.
Yeah, Jacob,
Ian, what
you-
happens if we? I don't understand high school football. What happens if we win both playoff games? Where do we go?
Okay. If we win both playoff games, we are guaranteed 2 home games in the playoffs. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think if we do, like, if we are ranked number 1 in the state or in our division, then we get to skip the first playoff game, get like a bye week. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I do know that if we win the next 2, we get 2 guaranteed home games. That's a fact. If we lose the next 2, we might not get any home games.
Is it better to have home games than non-home games?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, because you don't have to go anywhere, and also, there's like, I mean,
You don't have to go anywhere, and like the crowd's on your side, which either way, like you should be able to tune out the crowd. Like it shouldn't matter that much, but it's kind of just like for morale.
and yeah, it's not like baseball. Like baseball has like home team advantage, but like in football, it's still kind of there.
Yeah, I mean, if the stadium gets like really loud and like really involved, then there can be an advantage. But otherwise, it's kind of just psychological.
Also, like another thing is like, because also I'm assuming that like if it's an away game, you're already probably going to be like kind of worn out from the ride there, just as you know.
I mean, maybe a little bit.
That's how I feel with speech and debate. It's
Yeah. One
Do you
thing
go to
I'm
tournaments at all
what, Jake?
oh
for speech and debate?
I missed a lot last year because I was really depressed. As bad as that sounds, like it just took a lot of effort to do. So I took a lot of breaks in between, and also because I was doing a speech that was harder for me to give because I was doing an informative speech on sexual violence in America, which I did really good. I also got an award for doing that, so that's really cool. That's the reason why I'm doing informative again this year. It's just it gets stressful, so I'm trying to do better this year. But if I fail AP Econ, which I don't think I will, I can't go to 3 tournaments, and that includes the Minnesota one.
I'm sorry. What did you say about AP Econ?
I'm gonna fail it, I think.
Oh,
I don't know, because right now I have a
That's-
67, and I know that sounds bad. I don't know.
it's a C.
I
mean, at the very least.
It's a C, yeah, it's a C, and I need under a 50 to fail, which I don't think I'm gonna get under a 50, so I think I'm okay. I think I'm
Hold on,
okay.
AP Econ, isn't that like that's not the like college financial literacy class, is it?
No,
That's
that's
a different
is.
thing.
no. Like he's like
Okay,
the
it
dual
is?
credit. Is that what you're saying, Jacob? Like the dual credit one?
Yeah, that's because I'm taking that next quarter. It's like financial
Yeah,
literacy
that's its own
something,
class. That's
dual
a
credit.
college class.
Because I've heard it's easy. So
Financial literacy is probably
Okay.
easy. A lot of those like business college classes are not that difficult.
I know, like, what is FBLA? Isn't that like business stuff?
FBLA is the Future Business Leaders of America, and I would love to tell you what they do, but I can't. So maybe we should have asked Mateo when he was on. Anyone on FBLA want to come on as a guest and let us know that, because I don't know what they do. They do business stuff. I think, honestly, I think a lot of what they do is like business proposals and like what have you.
Oh. Yeah. That reminds me of like Sharks, like where you go and you propose your business and then they take more of your business than you're gonna have.
Shark Tank, yeah.
I know that the format of like their like like FBLA is kind of similar to speech and debate in a lot of ways. That I do
I
know.
I was questioning joining it, then I was like, Just-
I bet what it is they just get a bunch of high school students to create good business ideas and they just steal them for themselves.
See, that's smart.
That's the business mindset, I think.
That's what AP Econ feels like. It just feels like manipulation 101.
He does. He has taught us
Dude, I
about the
should
black
take.
market and like.
There's literal questions about like black market stuff and like illegal deals, and I'm just like,
He's teaching us how to get the
I might
bag.
see if that
Oh,
class is open second semester. That sounds awesome.
Jake.
speaking of the AP Econ, Ethan, how are you doing with the stock market game that we're a part of right now?
I was first the other day and I was up $2,000. Because I put all my stocks into McDonald's and Apple and Google.
So he's pulling up his stats.
Dude,
right now.
I did. We
You
did
were-
part of that in general econ, and I made money putting all my stocks into Roblox.
I just don't
Pro tip.
understand how stocks work because they say like buy small, sell large, but how do I buy small and then get large? I don't know. It doesn't
Well,
make
it's
sense.
like
I don't
it's
really
like
It's
buy-
about
like,
the
It's high
trends.
low. It's
It's not like the amount you buy. It like
okay.
the
You're
amount
just
of
saying
stocks.
buzzwords, David.
None of it makes
It's-
sense.
It's like you're supposed like the goal basically is when the stock price is low, you buy the stocks, and then when the stock price goes up, you can sell them for a greater price.
When you explain it that way, it makes sense. But
You said you were up $2,000. I'm down $2,000. Oh wait, oh my page just refreshed. I'm only down
yin and
800.
yang.
I was I actually was
Nice.
first place for like a solid 3 days in the stock market game, and then people just started passing me. But I never went negative, and I was super
Yeah.
proud of that.
yeah, I don't put effort into it. I just
Oh.
sit and watch what happens.
Oh, I put a lot of effort into it. Like the second the stock market opened, didn't matter what class I was in, I was trading stocks.
Yeah, dude, for the first 2 days, I got up to like 16,000 and then I dropped to like negative 67,000. So I don't even know. I have no clue what I did. But I think I think we started with more money though. So
Hold on,
that
I'm
makes more
selling my
sense.
shares in Disney right now. They just went positive for the first time in like 2 weeks.
What am I
Yeah,
at?
Disney's not a
But
good.
you got to get out while you still can.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. This is serious business right here. I was in first place for one day because I invested like 70,000 shares into a company called Sigmatron, and it actually paid out really well. But
Dude, you need to call Noah. You need to call Noah.
yeah, Noah Solis
um,
was on. He's big
Solis.
into trading. Like during physics the other day, he just leaned over to me and was like, "Hey Sawyer, I just made $10 off of F1's trading." I'm like, "That's awesome, man."
Yeah.
Like,
Is he doing it with actual money now?
Yeah, he does like actual investing. That's what he was talking about. He does like day trading.
Dang. No, he said he did it like mock trades,
Holy
but he was gonna.
Jesus. Ethan, you are in first place and you are up $3,700.
actually,
Wow.
Yeah, like you're
Oh,
beat.
so-
How much money did you guys start with?
Well, we started with $100,000, so that means you're at like 103,000. Oh my goodness, you might want to think about selling. You're actually beating Connor Brooks by $2,500, which is
Connor
Impressive.
Brooks.
listen. All I need, I don't
Have
care
you
if I
guys
win.
invested all of your money yet?
I mean, I just sold a bunch
You
of
got to
mine.
spend money to make money, Jacob.
Yeah.
Because
no,
Mr.
I
Jacobs
didn't.
told
I-
Mr. Jacobs told us to like invest 1,000 a day, but it was for like a month, so I just went all in on day one.
Yeah,
that's,
same.
That's
But then
dumb,
I
yeah.
went negative 67,000, so it didn't really work out. Maybe
Oh,
Listen,
a
I'm
lot.
not the best.
Everyone in my class just like 3 people got really successful, and then everyone just copied all the stocks that they bought.
That's what I did. I copied Sawyer with Sigmatron, and then I copied Connor with something he did.
Listen, you need to win this, Ethan. I don't care if I win. I just need to see Connor Brooks lose, okay?
Wait, is Connor
Dude, I put
Brooks
half my
the
money.
one that sits behind you?
Yeah, he's the one right behind me.
Is that okay?
Our age, my age, not our. Like Truman is his younger brother, who's your age.
That's his younger brother.
Yeah, Truman Brooks and Connor Brooks.
They're related. I
Yeah.
never knew that. Well, I should have been able to piece it together, but
That's why they are always arguing over who's smarter.
I remember I did a
What?
debate in history last year with Truman. He's really smart, like really smart.
Mm-hmm.
He
run
also
in the
knows how
family.
to debate people.
Oh, I was going to say something. Can I talk about the Capture the Cans video?
Yeah.
Yes. You should.
Have
Yes,
you
you
all seen it
can.
at this point?
I saw
Ian,
it.
Uh-uh.
did you
It's
see
pretty
it
good.
yet? My
What?
Capture the Cans video. It should be
No.
shown tomorrow in class if you haven't. No, I made an ad for Capture the Cans, which is next week, October 23rd. And I'm really proud of it. I'm really happy with it because of like the creative freedom I was given. So what we did for like the beginning bit of it was me, Ian. Oh wait, you're gonna get mad at me for that. Ian, Declan, Thomas, and I went down to the football field Sunday after canvassing uh, and recorded this really silly little bit of like Thomas and Declan running with like cans, and then Thomas tripping and falling, and then Ian walks in and steals the cans, and he's like big and strong and scary, because that's just what Ian is. And dude,
Were were you, were you guys running slow so you could stabilize the camera, or just because you were tired of running?
no, we were not running slow. I mean, I guess we were running like
You were
slow.
running.
I mean, we weren't sprinting at like our max speed, but and also the camera was stabilized with my gimbal, my little gizmo, my gadget.
Right.
But I just wanted to talk about that because I'm like really happy with the way it turned out because I think it's like actually like funny. And there's also this funny bit where Rowan Shock like beckons towards the camera. It's kind of funny. So I just wanted to talk about that for a moment. Canvassing, we also did that. I mentioned that we canvassed around, went door to door asking for
Yeah.
donations for the Hunger
They
Games.
they
When
told us to not go into people's houses, and I went into
Yes,
someone's
I
house.
was wondering if that was like a problem last year with people going into houses.
I
I
mean, it's
mean,
not necessarily like a problem with us. It's just like a staple of like if you're going to people's houses asking for donations and they tell you to come on inside, you probably shouldn't.
that can't hurt y'all that much.
Yeah.
I got
When
spaghettios. Why don't you come inside?
Like, how about you bring them to the door, please?
yeah, when we have Armand on, he has quite a story from
Yeah. We're gonna save that story, but when Armand is on here, there, yeah, I'll just, yeah, it's quite the story, man. Well, I was about to say something. Oh God, man, this episode's crazy. How long have we been going, Ian?
About an hour.
Oh,
102.
We're
Hey,
good, bro.
man, we have been going for quite a while.
So
Man, what else we want to talk about, guys? Ethan, you want to talk about anything
It's a
else?
nice time.
Mm,
Do you have an off lock? Hold up. Wait, never
Ethan is
mind.
not
I
a
just want to talk
senior.
about. That's
wait,
my
oh my
fault.
god, let's
I
all
was just
guess
gonna
how
say.
old I am.
I know how old you are.
72 and a half.
Okay.
Oh my god, thank you. It's such a compliment to be 72.
You
No, I'm
wrong.
actually 15.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a sophomore. I think you're our first
Mhm,
sophomore
You're a
guest, aren't you?
sophomore
mhm.
and you're dating a senior?
A very,
Okay.
very young senior.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
call the
literally the
cops.
youngest senior in the grade. So
I'm
I'm
gonna call the
Cougar.
turning
cops.
16 and he's 17.
He
So
turned
yeah.
17 like a week ago. Not like
I'm
2 weeks
gonna
ago.
Oh,
I'm gonna call the cops.
No,
You're done.
why?
you're done. I think
Oh,
Braden's the one that's done.
9-1.
No,
that's
Ian,
a
do not.
calculator, dude.
We should talk about Brayden. Because it's like all I can think about right now because he hasn't texted me and I'm stressed out. I'm always stressed out.
Yeah, what's it like dating Mr. Brady McCormick?
I don't know. You tell me, Sawyer.
Are you asking me because you think I'm dating him too? How the hell am I supposed to know what it's like dating Brady McCormick?
He told me you guys are dating, so you tell me. But
Oh,
I
I
like it.
Nick's doing that. Okay, Brady McCormick is. I got to say something today during school. A seniors during advisory. Ian, what are you doing?
Nothing?
Okay, during advisory today, seniors we had like a little meeting in the auditorium
It was
about
fun.
like voter registration, and I got so scared because during this meeting, like Declan and Braden were both there, and I don't know how to make this sound good. It really isn't, no matter what. They basically started touching me, like putting their hands on me. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, and I was like swatting them away. I was like freaking out, and we were like being loud while doing it. And I looked to my right, and Mrs. Zimmerman is standing right there staring at us. And I got so terrified because Miss Zimmerman's one of the student council advisors. So I was like, "Hey, guys, relax, please." So yeah,
That's the big idea.
can we stop touching me, please?
Got 'em off your head.
I had to start acting like I didn't know them. Like I don't know these guys.
Who are these people?
That's what I have to do, like, all the time.
Oh, because of this kind of stuff that Brayden and Declan say to each other and like to me.
Yes, and Declan wants, well, I don't know if he wants to, but he's talking to one of my friends, and not that I don't support it, I just deal with enough through Brayden and Declan.
Mm-hmm. There's
You
only
Riz.
okay, Ian. Thanks. Uh, like it's so, dude. It was so hard to keep a straight face while listening today when like literally almost every single person that Ian spoke to immediately after he turns to us and goes, "W Riz." Like it's such a bad look when like people walk by. We're like, "Hey, would you like to donate?" And like they say, "Oh no, thank you," and we're like, "Oh, that's okay." And then Ian makes a face and we start laughing. Like,
It
Sawyer,
was uncomfortable.
Sawyer, you said like something you said to somebody walking away. A little suspicious. So
what did I say to anybody?
you Riz is what I said after you did that.
What did I say?
I don't even remember. But I
Okay,
was like, ooh, that was kind of risky.
Mr. Making stuff up now. I see, dude. Like, we were genuinely losing it during that soliciting, though. Jacob, Ethan, this might be funny to you, but there was a point where like there was a full moon. We noticed. David and I noticed, and
Oh, yeah.
David took a picture
You
of
want me
me.
to pull up the picture?
I have it right here. David took a picture of me like shouting at the full moon, and then he put it in our like big student council group chat with everyone in it, with like the caption like, "Oh no, guys, it's a full moon. Sawyer's transforming." And then what did I put? I put like,
You put like,
this is what I put. This is
guys,
what I put.
I can't stop it.
I said, "Oh guys, I don't know if I can stop the transformation," and then put like wolf emojis. I don't think they're ever gonna let the two of us solicit together ever again after that.
No, they aren't.
You don't have a
They
choice.
really aren't.
Bro, well, we made bank. Hold on, let me pull up the picture. This was like before we were even done too. Audio listeners, I apologize. Like, look at all that food in that car. Look at all that,
Ooh.
Wow.
and that was
Whoa.
all me actually, because I was there for like an hour and a half by myself with no one. But yeah, that's
That's
about it.
impressive.
Thank you, Jacob.
It's pretty nice. Never mind.
Don't pull that right now. What, Jacob? What were you gonna
What?
say? What were you gonna
What are you
say,
gonna say,
Jacob?
What was I gonna say?
Were you gonna say thank you all for listening? Goodbye. Because that's what I'm
Oh,
about
I
to
was gonna say
say.
I watched
think that's
Cocaine Bear
funny.
the other day.
Okay.
Have you guys seen Cocaine Bear?
No.
I've
It's
not.
pretty good.
Okay.
It's nice. There's this scene where he rips the guy's leg off and then he snorts a line off of it. It's pretty nice.
Kind of funny.
There's
It's a
a
good
scene
movie.
where
You
there's
should
a
watch it.
bear and it does
It was on
cocaine.
Stars.
God damn it, Sawyer, you beat me to it.
okay.
I was literally about to say.
It's a
Okay.
twist. I wasn't expecting that.
I think we're running out of things to talk about here. Ethan,
I
do you have
agree.
any closing things you want to say before we bounce?
Thank you for having me on. And I'm sorry, I didn't really know what to talk about, but
No. This was a good episode. I kind of like this.
It worked out.
it
This-
worked out for being all over the place, and it's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. And I didn't realize I knew as many as you as I thought I did,
Yeah.
because I know like the dude next to me, and I think the dude under me. I don't know if I'm in the same position.
Well, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in the same
Um,
position.
Yeah, we're all
I
pretty
know
famous.
him.
All right.
I
That's
recognize
it.
him.
Well, maybe we're not in because you just pointed at me.
What?
But you're
When you
top
pointed
left
it-
for me, Sawyer.
Wait.
you're on your phone, so you probably are different from
Me
us.
too.
No, I'm on my iPad.
Okay. So,
Same diff.
anyways,
I'm tired.
that's about it for
Potato
today.
tomorrow.
I think Ian's about to pass out. Thank you all for listening to episode. Jacob, what episode was this?
21.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening. Goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.